So I hope that by now many of you have had a chance to see my interview with Lex Friedman on his podcast. It's about 3.5 hours long. If you haven't, we've linked to it on the press page at davidpakman.com. You can find it on Lex's YouTube channel. It's on his audio podcast. Check it out if it's interesting to you. One of the things that came up and generated a lot of discussion is the discussion about wokeness, and to some degree in relation to that cancel culture. And I want to delve into cancel culture here a little bit more, because I think that it has become untenable to continue even for a second pretending that the cancel culture is prevalent anywhere other than the American right wing. Now, I know that some of you will say, but David, hold on a second. It's the right wing that has been messaging for years now. We are against cancel culture. We're against cancellation. We're against all of that stuff. It is the left that cancels. Like with most of these things, it is the height of projection from the American right wing. It is they accusing the left of that which they are guilty of themselves. They say, we're against business regulation. We're against it all. Except when they want to force Twitter to publish their COVID nonsense. All of a sudden now, Twitter should be forced to publish COVID disinformation. Or businesses, if you want to require a mask, you shouldn't be allowed to do it. New law. You can't require masks if that's what businesses want to do, rather than letting the free market decide. I'm aware of bookstores that to this day require masks. And I'm aware of people that choose not to go to those bookstores because some people are over the masks. That's everybody's choice. Nobody's interfering. I thought that was the way that the right wanted regulation done. Okay, that gets us to cancel culture. Think of the framing from the right wingers, which is, we will not let the left keep canceling. The left are the cancelers, blah, 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 blah. The book banning movement, the height of cancellation, growing and growing and growing. And it is the right that is banning books, which is a form of cancellation. They are creating law to restrict the phrases, terms, and topics that teachers should be allowed to use, or better said, should not be allowed to use. That's an insane form of cancellation. They want to cancel Disney because Disney supported the Don't Say Gay bill. They want to cancel M&Ms because one of them was androgynous or whatever. That was crazy. They want to cancel Bud Light because Bud Light did a promo with a trans woman. And all of it over choices that businesses are simply making. They're not against the law. They don't create any legal issue. Colin Kaepernick knelt during the national anthem and then was involved with Nike. They wanted to cancel Nike because Colin Kaepernick was in a Nike ad. And in fact, they wanted to cancel the NFL at one point because people weren't standing during the national anthem. They wanted to pull public funding for stadiums. The NBA, they wanted to cancel because the NBA has gone too woke. With Dr. Fauci, it's cancel, arrest, imprison. Some even said execute Fauci. Execute Fauci, some went as far as to say, because Fauci was too arrogant or something about medical knowledge. Meanwhile, they were listening to Trump's medical advice. Liz Cheney, cancel. She's the wrong type of Republican. There's no room for her. Cancel her Republican credentials. She can't be in the Republican Party. Kick her out. Other Republicans who simply don't believe Trump won in 2020. Mitt Romney, cancel him as well. They want to silence people who are woke on Twitter. They want to cancel drag shows that aren't being forced upon anybody. It's up to parents. Do you bring your kids to a drag show or don't you? Yeah, by the way, the other day, this is the season now for pride parades. And I ended up wandering through a couple pride parades over the last few weeks. And I laughed to myself as drag performers came by, or, all sorts of different things. I laughed. Imagine seeing this. I had my baby daughter with me. Imagine seeing this and thinking, oh, my goodness, shield her from this. This could damage her. This could ruin her in some way. It's bonkers stuff, but they want to cancel all of it. Black Lives Matter definitely deserves to be canceled as well. How did these folks become such snowflakes, afraid of everything and wanting to invoke in so many of these cases the power of the state, not in all, but in many of these cases, the power of the state to control and to cancel as well. So we have to really understand that If you zoom out, I've been telling you for a while now, they've essentially abandoned policy because they're losing on policy. They're running on anti-abortion. The country mostly wants abortion to be legal. They're wishy-washy on gay marriage and sometimes completely against it. The country wants gay marriage to be legal by a large majority. They're running on don't tax rich people. The country, by and large, thinks taxing the very rich to fund social programs is a good idea. They're running on do nothing about guns, when more than 80% of the country says at least pass a background check law that doesn't let any transactions circumvent requiring a background check, even transactions between people who know each other. They're running against that. They're off on all of the policy. So they go, well, the left wants to cancel, but really it is they who want to cancel. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.